I had tuned on the TV this morning and I was watching Good Morning America, well, at least a few minutes of it. And it was talking about the guy who was being picked to be the next Supreme Court justice. Now, I'll be honest with you, I got issues with dude because he's obviously lying. He's obviously going to repeal Roe versus Wade. Now, I know some of y'all saying, good, good. Fellas, look, those some of the guys at the time out is wrong. Some of y'all don't have kids, or the women that y'all want ain't gonna give you no kids. And fellas, it's not up to us. That woman got to carry that child for 9 months, and it's ain't always easy to carry a child. And ladies, some of y'all out there who talk about abortion and shit can't carry kids or don't want to take care of the kids you got, or you jealous if you can't have kids. And it's various reasons why, and people don't want to talk about that. And but the thing what gets me, people say you're killing somebody else's kid. But the thing is, what the first thing y'all say? I don't want my dollars going to somebody else's children, but you also want to tell somebody else what to do. So I tell everybody, if it ain't affecting you directly, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? But anyways, this guy gonna more than likely gonna go with these evangelists and whatever, this type of mindset, extreme right thinking. They're gonna gut abortion. Now, a part of me saying that's what this country get because this is what y'all been waiting for and wanting for years. These type of people, these type of extreme thinking. But then I realized, I said, every time something affect white folk negative, we catch hell more. So when they get a cold, we get pneumonia. They get treatable cancer, we get a terminal cancer. You see what I'm saying? So I know y'all saying, but what it's got to do with image of Bill Cosby? Trust me, it's going to make sense in a second. Now, here it is. This man is being accused of a crime or alleged crime that's supposed to happen 30 some years ago, 1982. 1982 is 30 some years ago. Damn, it's closer to 40 years than anything. Okay? That's what, 36 years ago? Now, I want y'all to think about this for a second. What was going on in 1982 for those of us who were alive? When I was a kid, He-Man ain't even premiered, but I was just get up Saturday morning, watch Super Friends, Kong Kong Fooey, Captain Caveman, the Flintstones, Smurfs, and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Still, American Bandstand was still on air. Soul Train was still on air. Everybody didn't have cable yet. If some had cable, it was either on TV or Spectrum or whatever, depending on where you was at. Knight Rider was just getting ready to premiere, if I'm not mistaken, or it premiered already. Dallas was the most popular show on TV. Now think about what I'm saying. Now to somebody who's born 1984 and up, they're like, or 83 and up, they're like, what the fuck? Or that year, they're like, I don't have no knowledge of that stuff. I don't, but that's a long ass time. I mean, seriously, I want you to think about that. Really think about how long ago that was. People, I mean, just think about that. The neighborhoods that we live in have dramatically changed over 30 some years. The men and women that was famous when our parents were growing up was old men and old women. We were children. They're now gone. The men and women that we see as old people now were in their prime back in the day. They were young. Michael Jackson was still alive. He was in his what, mid-20s? Beat it, and Billie Jean and them was just coming out, being seen by the world, being heard by the world. I mean, really think about that for a second. So this woman said at the age of what, 17, or she was 15. I think the guy was 17, depending on the story. So let me say, I think she said she's 15. So you mean tell me at 15 or 17, whatever age she was, you mean from 1982 to 1992, you didn't say nothing? You didn't tell your mom, you didn't tell your dad, you didn't tell no one. From 1992 to 2002, you didn't say anything. From 2002 to 2012, you didn't say anything. Now this dude's getting confirmed to be a Supreme Court justice. Now this is you say something, but when he was in other legal positions, you didn't say anything. Now this excuse that Caucasian women are using. well, she's inferior. You know how a lot of rapes don't get in book. No, 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 no. I ain't buying that, and that's a modern day excuse for a modern day lie. I'm sorry. Now this guy could have been aggressive with her when she was in high school, but if you ain't telling nobody when it happened, and you wait damn near 40 years, to me that's suspect. There's no way you can truly prove it happened or didn't happen. But yeah, you get some idiots out here talking about boys and be boys. No, no. It was wrong today as and it was wrong yesterday and it was wrong 30, 40 years ago. Any male or female that's aggressive with somebody of opposite sex or the same sex is wrong. But the wait they length of time, I'm not gonna lie to you, I find some suspicion in that. And I'm not defending dude. But now I hear white folk who are talking heads, news anchors, different organizations, and politicians bringing up the fact, well, too much time has passed. How do we know she's telling the truth or not? But when Bill Cosby was accused with women who said 50 years ago, 40 years ago, 30 years ago, 20 years ago, it was believed to be the truth. And they crawled out the woodworks on this man. But what hurt Bill Cosby wasn't just that the women that came out were casting couch whores or potential casting couch whores or saw opportunity to join in and destroy this man's career. Is that people in the media, black people, joined in and aided. Hannibal Buress kicked this shit off. Don Lemon gave it legs. Okay? Kenan Thompson came in and what was that? Wilburn and them. No, the one that did the White House that corresponded with the last one with Obama. D.L. Hughley, Michael Eric Dyson, Tiffany Haddish, Jill Scott, who went back and forth, Jimmy J.J. Walker, Joseph C. Phillips, old girl, the Blackish, the old girl played on Different Worlds, the Dean. Erica Alexander, who got her start on the Cosby Show. They all, Charlamagne the God, all these people kept kicking Cosby's down. I expect white Hollywood to, because the day after it brought up that Friday, Netflix canceled a special. CBS said we ain't doing nothing with him. And by the time the Emmys aired that weekend, Tina Fey and Amy Poehler was cracking on Cosby. Everybody thought it was funny. Cosby was convicted in the court of public opinion. Now, as a black man living in America, knowing history, knowing experiences, know damn well once a black male is accused of a crime, any crime, he is guilty till proven guilty. Ain't no way in hell a black man in 1960s America, 70s America, or even in today's America is going to put his hands on a white woman and she ain't going to yell. Just look what's been going on recently with these white women calling black men who went into a damn Starbucks. Black men barbecuing. Black women with their daughters selling water. White women confronting real estate developers and stuff. What are you doing in this neighborhood? Going into stores. I just saw a video from the Advice show where this woman was in a dollar store, no, Family Dollar, getting and arguing with these employees and then talking about she like black penises. And I've done videos telling y'all this is what it was about. It's about control of the black man's junk. Oh, Harvey, you're exaggerating. I'm like, look, y'all, I'm telling you, the shit that black males go through on a daily basis, man, people either, if they had to live half of what we experience, they'd be jumping out of windows. They'd be committing suicide. Only reason why we haven't, because we know we got families, and that's not our thing to just go to commit suicide. And it's been going on for so long. We've been conditioned for it, unfortunately. You have video of black people being accosted every day in this country, yet we're the villains of the story. I told y'all when George Zimmerman got away with shooting and killing Trayvon Martin, they was going to go full tilt on us. Oh, Harvey, being pessimistic, being paranoid. When they got to go back 20-something years to bring up R. Kelly, and R. Kelly had a trial. He was acquitted. Whether you agree with the verdict or not, he was acquitted. The women that y'all claimed as victims, whether they was bought off or not, they said that wasn't me. And a lot of people in the black community said, wait a minute, they ain't victims. If they taking money, they knew exactly what they was doing. But see, white America wanted the guilty outcome. Why do you think they've been pushing the last 20-some years about O.J. Simpson? Every day, OJ. They let a fag do a mini series about OJ, but you know they won't do nothing about the Rodney King. You know that's one thing they Hollywood glossed over is the Rodney King verdict, because they tried and lied and tried to say black America went rioting. Right now, they got that cop that killed that boy in Chicago. They talking about riots and stuff. Black Chicago ain't rioting since 1968. And don't y'all start saying when the Bulls won, it wasn't black folks that went on the west side and parts of the south side and went on a tear. Those people, white people, come out of other neighborhoods. I remember the first Bulls championship, what happened. They crawled their ass out of River Forest, Oak Park, Melrose Park, Forest Park, off Central and Fullerton. They came into the black neighborhood. And they made sure any black person that crossed the line, you ain't coming up in here, but they came in our neighborhood. I'll never forget that. And ever since then, anytime something go down Chicago, they hit the south and west side like it's Fort Knox. The night Obama won, I'll never forget it. I was with an ex-girlfriend, and I go out, got her place. The cops got tape, and they went like, somebody throw a brick at a police car. Like, wait a minute. If Obama win, why would y'all think they're gonna riot? That's the worst thing they would want. You want that image juxtaposed. Where you going? I'm like, I'm out of my business. But I digress. But the fact is that they have painted a picture of black men or the black community, especially black men, as sexual predators. When Michael Eric Dyson, a black professor, got on TV with the late Ed Schultz, who died, I think, last month or the month before last, got on there with Chris Matthews and said Bill Cosby, this and that. You mad because Bill Cosby told our brother and sister to pull up their goddamn pants? You mad because Bill Cosby said, hey man, don't go do these dumb things? Well, Bill Cosby, he fucking these different women. He cheated on Camille. We don't know if Bill Cosby did those things or not. But I see some YouTubers saying Bill Cosby fuckery. Bill Cosby did this. Y'all don't know if Cosby did that. And every black man don't think with his dick. We gotta stop playing to the stereotypes too. I mean, I want y'all to use some fucking logic. Really think that a black man, 1960s America, was forcing white women to have sex. And they ain't say shit? Drunk or not, they didn't go to the police department. They didn't go to a doctor. They didn't tell a loved one. And your first thing they would go is to the police and say, Mom, Dad, Bill Cosby raped me. They would have hung this Negro. The legacy that he had would have ended with I Spy, and that would have been it. If y'all go do your research on what Cosby influenced, they want to strip Cosby of everything he got. Eddie Griffin said, he said they stripping, and then you had that raccoon looking Ari Spears. Black people gotta stop defending because they're black. Use fucking common sense. Every time they take a brother down, it's a sex crime. You mean to tell me that y'all realize you play into a stereotype that black men, we can't think with our minds. Our penises drive us. Look, I like sex like the next dude. But every female I see, I ain't trying to fuck. Because if too many women come at you too fake, like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Then y'all talked about Camille Cosby. And I said, the woman, first of all, she's his business manager. If Bill wanted to hire shit from Camille, he would never put up with the finances. And Bill's wife, she know her husband. And let's just say for shit, San Diego, they had an open relationship. Hey, Camille, I was in Chicago at the Playboy Mansion, this Playboy Bunny came up to me. She wanted to give me some. She said, you coming home too. Y'all even use that logic. Y'all just believe these women. Oh, he slept with them. Just because they say so, this is what y'all think of black men. And a lot of y'all got daddy issues. How many black YouTubers said, and even white YouTubers said, y'all go back and listen to these women's story. They not credible. When you had white people starting to question it, it was something up with it. Why did Judd Apatow and them lead this charge against Bill Cosby, but not these other dudes? Why was Corey Feldman dismissed when he said, yo, the men that molested me and Corey Haim, these other kids, they still in Hollywood directing and writing? Let's do the math. Corey Feldman is what, 46, 47? Who's still directing movies and writing movies when he was a kid? Steve Spielberg? Richard Donner? Oh no, cause motherfuckers like Indiana Jones and Jaws and Superman the movie and whatnot. We can't look beyond that. Roman Polanski got caught, admitted to sodomizing a 13-year-old girl. He was still able to make movies and get awards. They just recently decided we're gonna look kind of hypocritical about Bill Cosby, and we didn't say nothing to Roman Polanski. Y'all waited 40 years to decide to go after Roman Polanski. When Harvey Weinstein defended Roman Polanski, y'all should have y'all radar shit well. Even Bill Maher said something when they first talked about Roman Polanski back in 2009 when they was defending why they going after Roman Polanski all this time. And Bill Maher said sometimes liberals can make themselves look really fucked up. He said Harvey Weinstein said pulled the Jew card. I'll never forget that. You don't believe me? Go look it up. And believe me, when I say something happened, it happened. I just wouldn't be putting this shit out in these commentaries. But to hear George Stephanopoulos say this morning, well, you know, that was a lot of time. How do we know she really telling the truth? It's going to be kind of hard to prove. Y'all didn't give Bill Cosby that benefit. Y'all say, yeah, he did it. And then y'all go out and pull up R. Kelly. And I'm like, wait a minute. When black men and black teenage boys back in the 90s, like, wait a minute. This dude fucking with Aaliyah. He married to her. He fucking with young women. And y'all ain't saying shit, but as long as he believe he can fly, your body was calling. Gotham City, y'all loved him. But now, when you realize he's a 50-something-year-old man, he still can pull women like that. He saw a lady, they saw, and I told y'all when they was going to go out, I kind of said that, it sounded like I called it. And people like, damn, you can call out. So I'm telling y'all, I know how these motherfuckers think. These motherfuckers, and then I warned y'all about the trolls. I said, these are people watching our videos. They don't want us talking to each other. I'm watching us on YouTube. I'm like, y'all be arguing with each other. Don't we ever take time to step back and analyze what's going on around us? You think this stuff is by accident? Bill Cosby is halfway blind. They wait till this man get in bad health to start saying he did something. And it took a no-name comment to bring him down. And then all of a sudden, Hannibal Buress getting all these endorsement deals. Now they say, that nigga went out there and did the dirt for us. Hannibal, here's your paycheck. Notice Hannibal disappeared. Hannibal been spooked. And then he came back to Chicago, up there in their universe, thought he was going to do that shit. It's like, nigga, nah, stay in your place. You did us a solid, but don't get too big for your bridges. You ain't heard nothing about Hannibal since. Hannibal should be somewhere hiding. Don Lemon sat on there and he used to throw Cosby in black folks' face. And I said, Don is doing it the wrong way. And I said, a lot of y'all, we can criticize Cosby about the hoodie and stuff, the Trayvon thing. Cosby was wrong about that. About Cosby speaking like an old man. But when Don Lemon needed Cosby to throw Cosby to give him give him cover. Well, you know, Bill Cosby said this. Instead of Don, meaning that he had issue with poor black folk. Excuse me, remember he went to Ferguson? And every time somebody criticized, well, Bill Cosby, taking it out of context, that's why a lot of people misquote Bill Cosby. And then when they heard, when they started going after him, Don, let me go out and interview these women. Well, what did Bill Cosby do to you? A gay black man talking to heterosexual old-ass white women of a certain age group and a certain mindset. You had Kenan Thompson. Yeah, Bill Cosby's telling dirty jokes. You're a grown-ass man, Kenan, and you been telling me a man, a grown man, a man that gave you an opportunity to play a well-known character that he created, you're going to turn around and start throwing him under the bus. But then again, he threw his former partner under the bus. He's on the show where playing black folk. He made fun of Reverend Sharpton all the time. They told you go out there and be Whoopi Goldberg instead of getting a black woman, another, and then he criticized black comedians. Then you get that Whitmore. He was on Comedy Central, supposed to took Stephen Colbert place. Nobody wanted to watch it. The first episode he was on talking shit about black men with black women. Then he do the White House correspondent saying, my nigga, to President Obama. Playing into the stereotypes. But y'all forget all about that. The very Negroes that went out here and talked shit about Cosby been showing their true colors for the last 20-something years. D.L. Hughley, mad because Cosby criticized him years ago? Yeah, I'm glad he went to jail. Good riddance. D.L. keep talking about his special needs son, right? My son got issues. I pray to God that your son don't get a nigga moment, D.L. But if it happened, I want you to think it back until you contribute to destroying another brother's name. That Carmichael dude had a show on NBC. He was talking. They let him do the show talking about Cosby. Then they cancel his show real quick. You don't see him nowhere. You see him do a big piece here and there. But I'm like, brother, you get a show and y'all turn around, y'all all just Cosby. David Allen Greer, he was on a Cosby related show, Different World. Old girl that played the wife, she was on the show the first season. Then you got what's the brother on YouTube? I can't think of his name. I lost his name. I forget his name. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Cosby should have did this with his money. This is why. Wait a minute, you mad because Cosby is going to pop? But y'all, the whole Oprah Winfrey, Michael Jordan to the same standards. And Cosby always donated and did for the black community. But to see white folks now talking about, well, what happened 30-some years ago, that's a long time. Wait a minute, hold on. So it was cool for y'all to go back and say, go start researching everything Cosby did and say, well, he did a joke about Spanish fly. But y'all romanticize JFK fucking White House interns. They already talking about, will Cosby go down as a sexual predator? And I hate to say this, Cosby will go to jail, folks. Whether we like it or not, he's going to go to jail. But I'm afraid what's going to happen when Cosby leaves this plane of existence. It's going to be like Michael Jackson. Shit going to start coming out. Gloria Allred. Have you seen her get involved in this whole thing with the Supreme Court? None of that shit. No. Gloria Allred go after black men, and black America is too afraid to call it for what it is. Dr. Phil was in it. He was involved in it. Everybody had seen it. MSNBC was Bill Cosby. Gayle King on two-faced ass was on. Yeah, Bill Cosby. He need to answer that handkerchief hand Kevin Frazier over the entertainment night. Bill, you need to calm down. You need to explain something. He's your fucking elder. And then the Negro was like, well, Bill Cosby made this pretend world of black bouginess. Wait a minute, hold on. So y'all mad because he made a show that didn't show us shucking and jiving? But every talking point that we had, like, why didn't they go to do this? Why didn't they do that? Now they telling with this chick, Republican and Democrat, said, I'm like, oh, I get it now. But it's proved my point that they shifted they want to use this Me Too movement to destroy black men. And I warned y'all last year what was going to happen. I said, y'all, next year, it's going to be our faces. When they went after Tavis Smiley, y'all should have known something. When they started talking about Russell Simmons, by Westcott, Mr. Zook, Mr. Zen, Mr. Buddhist, Russell Simmons, 1989, raped me. And it was a white woman because they know Russell got a color struck. Then they go start putting up shit about Dr. Dre, about when him and the old girl D Barnes, all these years, then they say shit. That shit happened with Dr. Dre and D happened way back in the late 80s, early 90s. And when that movie come out, not when he sold his shit to Apple, but when the movie come out, they're like, we're going to get a lot of these hood movies and shit. We ready for them, these guys going to be like Elder Statesman. And that's where I go. It goes back to I was talking about that video with Kevin Hart. Y'all, the daddy issues. President Obama still slams his father. His father been dead for 30-something years. And who's to say that his father wanted to leave him? See, black men have always been vilified. But yet I hear people talking about, well, this amount of time passed. We don't know if it's true or not. Wait a minute. When black men say that, well, the sheer number of women come forth. But a lot of those women was proven to be lying. And the media, they hunkered down on that. That's why I was upset with Roland Martin. I'm like, okay, do you got a show? You barely talk about it, but like you about to go in and speak on it, and you pull back. I'm watching Joy Reid, Melissa Harris Perry, and them. When the whole thing, yeah, Bill Cosby did it. And then you got some women saying, because I've been a sexual victim, everybody's a victim. No, that's not true. I give you the sexism. Because women deal with sexism. Every woman ain't been raped. Then that white woman said, ooh, look at Bill Cosby, he ugly. Wait a minute, but you thought he was attractive enough to be in a room with him. Then the black woman came out with the phony froze who worked with, and let me tell you, this is another thing, and this is something I've been critical of Bill Cosby for years. He was color struck. Cosby had a certain group of black folk that was on his shows. There was guest stars, elite actors. We can't dismiss that. We had to be honest about that. Notice the ones who came out of the Cosby of a certain hue. The one that played Rudy's friend, she came out the phony ass fro, showing her tits. Why would you show your tits? Then the other one was all hugged up with the white women. Then Susan Trout, that she took that wig off and she went on that democracy. And I said, well, black men been criticized. Nah, black men been attacking you. If anything, black women have criticized y'all a lot harder. Black men, we've been trying to be like, look, it could have happened. Then, because when I first heard about it, I was like, maybe Cosby did it. But then when I started listening to the stuff, just something don't make sense. This is why I tell young men, man, like, if you dating a female and she's overly aggressive sexually, you better let your parents or somebody know, like, yo, man, I met this chick, I like her, man, but she coming at me really strong, man, hard, man. Because most dudes going to say, watch out, man, she might be up to something. You take out to dinner, go to a well-lit place, go someplace where you know there's cameras watching. Go in separate. I hate to say this, but as a black man, you want to get to the point where you might have to be paranoid. And just stepping outside the community, now, shit. But to hear George Stephanopoulos sit there and question, but yet he was rude to Cosby's lawyers and them. Ah, come on. 50-something women says, but now you got one woman saying it. Well, 36 years is a long time. Memory, people don't know. It's hard to prove. Wait a minute. They had no physical evidence on Cosby. Hearsay. Everybody be making Cosby jokes. I mean, Family Guy. What's the show? Oh, Jenna Elfman had a show on last year where she talked to an imaginary friend. They even did a bit about Cosby. Judd Apatow led the charge. Then you had Chelsea Handler come in. Yeah, Bill Cosby did. Really? Black America should really be pissed off, but we should really be pissed off at the blacks that participated in destroying this man's legacy. It was a video that a speech that Farrakhan gave back in the 80s, back when Farrakhan was on that. She was really, really on that traitor, what you do with traitors. And maybe we need to deal with that, but then I'm afraid to even go there because a lot of times we don't know who our enemies are. Because the people that actually mean well, y'all attack them, and the ones who mean no good, y'all defend them. But Hannibal Buress, Don Lemon, Keena Thompson, Michael Eric Dyson, and them, y'all sat back there and y'all gave white America that. Well, those guys saying Bill Cosby did it. Jimmy Walker. Jimmy Walker been criticizing Cosby for years about the Cosby Show. Go back and look at his interviews. Yeah, Bill Cosby didn't like Good Times. Bill Cosby, but yet the movie that I guess Jimmy forget or think that a lot of blacks forgot. It was a movie that Bill Cosby, Sidney Poitier, his former co-star John Amos, and Jimmy Walker was in when he was a boxer. I forget the name of the movie. So if Cosby didn't like Good Times or didn't like you damn sure would never been in that movie at that time. Famous or not. I forget the name of the movie, what movie what Cosby was in. If Cosby had issue with Good Times, he could have easily made criticism if he had that kind of juice back in the 70s, the way Jimmy said it. Joseph C. Phillips, Raymond Simone, Erica Alexander, Jennifer Lewis, all y'all forget that y'all would have never y'all been no names if it wasn't for Cosby. Cosby, people forget the Wayans family was on Cosby related shows back in when they were starting out, when they was no names before Hollywood Shuffle or Robert Townsend them blew up. Go back and watch episodes of Cosby's World. You see Keenan, you see Kim, you see Damon. Sinbad is the only one from, and Malcolm came close, but Malcolm's still a working actor. Malcolm's scared. But Sinbad, the only one that came, I said, I know him. That's not Bill Cosby. That bitch in Chicago, Valerie Warner, said on that said that her white coats and ex Sinbad, and she thought Sinbad was gonna throw him under the bus. He's like, no. Charlamagne the God was out there throwing Cosby. When he get accused, also he started. There's a reason why a lot of us are still talking about this Bill Cosby thing, because we something like we can't believe right in real time that they railroading somebody that blatant. But then again, they did it to Michael Jackson. But the difference is Michael was able to fight it. But they said, "Oh, he got terminated. Oh, we cannot let Bill Cosby." Because the first trial, Bill Cosby be shitting even with the trial. Now it's coming out that there were different things when that trial wasn't right. Then they try to tell Camille Cosby she needs to stand down. For all these other women stand behind their men. I'm gonna tell you something. That's why if I ever come across, I'm saying, Professor Dyson, I have no respect for you. You said glorify 1990s gangster rappers, but you go after an old man because he said pull pants up. Well, he's talking about poor black folks. No, he wasn't. He's talking about the black folks in our community that do dumb shit. And the only reason why you pissed off because you got a jailbird ass brother. Your brother committed a murder, and you think any criticisms of blacks who commit criminal acts is a front on your brother. Keep it real, but see, he ain't gonna be that honest. You just sit in front of mixed company and talking about his brother. You notice Bill Maher don't say nothing about Bill Cosby no more. You notice that? You know why? Because Bill Maher saw a bunch of white dudes getting accused, and he looked like a hypocrite. Now Bill Maher talking about the Me Too movement. Wait a minute. Y'all was cool talking about R. Kelly. Y'all was cool going after Chris Brown. Y'all was cool with the Michael Jackson jokes. When this shit start getting too close to y'all, and there's a lot of dudes in Hollywood right now should be on pins and needles. The Young Turks said that every chance they got. Bill Cosby did it, of course. Yeah, he did it. Yeah, two sand Negroes sitting on TV. Yeah, Ella and Jake, they sand Negroes. He's guilty. It's funny how black men are always guilty. No day in court. Court of public opinion. That's how they got Cosby. That's how they destroy us. They never get us on a legal. It's always court of public opinion. And now all of a sudden, a woman accused of potential Supreme Court justice. Now everybody talking about, well, too much time has passed. Well, they were 17. Notice everybody said, well, if it happened, he was 17. Boys would be, wait a fucking minute. So let me get this straight. A black man, you ain't got no proof, no evidence, no nothing. He did it. White guy got a history. He's boys and big boy. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. And I know that some of y'all saying, why is Harvey so angry? But the simple fact is anybody can accuse anybody, or more so anybody can accuse a black man of a crime. And it's believed. I mean, just think about the last 9 months or so where black men have gone to establishments, who have minded their own business, have police been called on them. Think about the black men who have been falsely accused of crimes. If the police departments didn't actually do due diligence, there have been brothers that have been locked up. Y'all have to remember in this country, this history of this country, that a black boy was falsely accused of flirting with a white woman who waited till what, at least what, 2 years ago, or a year ago, to have it be released or be admitted that she lied. And then when people said they need to send her to jail, what the first thing came out of her mouth? She too old. She the same age as Bill Cosby, folks, but y'all want Bill Cosby time in jail. All because y'all feel he might have done something to deflower these white women. He must have took something for them. Those women are alive. Those women could have went to the police anytime if Cosby did those things, but he didn't. Emmett Till didn't get the chance. She lied. She was able to get married, have kids, go on her life, go to birthday parties, go on trips, watch new and experience new things. Emmett, no. Emmett could very well have been a grandfather today, or great grandfather. Emmett never got to know what it's like to kiss a girl, or get married, or have sex, or drive a car, or do the things that we take for granted, everyday things we take for granted in this world. What about the little boy that was executed? That was accused of killing two white girls, and they knew the little boy didn't do it, but they still executed him anyway. And then when they went to go clear his name, even though evidence suggests that they knew there was it was a serial killer, a white male, the descendants of those little girls was mad at the fact that they was going to go right or wrong and clear that boy's name. Remember, towns burnt down because they accused a black male of inappropriate contact. If back in the day, I know it's hard to believe for some people because mostly everybody got washers and dryers or have access to a laundromat. But in the 1930s, 40s, and 50s, those I don't even think those things were invented. Washer was, but most people used to hang their clothes outside. And if a woman had her underwear, her bra, her panties, and you was a black man, and you got caught looking in that direction, there was likely to arrest you or kill you. I'm not exaggerating these things. A lot of our younger brothers and sisters, or a lot of white folk who wasn't alive at that time, don't know their history. So to hear white women say, well, nobody believes rape victims, that's bullshit. There are black men who've been getting out of jail the last 20 to 30 years, even white guys, but mostly black guys who've been accused of rape crimes because of DNA evidence, the stuff that y'all talk about all the time. Well, guess what? There are tons of rape kits that still ain't been processed. You got guys languishing in jail for crimes they commit. How many teenage black boys hooked up with teenage white girls, and them white girls got afraid their mom and dad found they was having sex? He raped me. And how many of those stories found out not to be true? But overnight, y'all believe that this black man who made millions of dollars, whose face has been on everything, he got away for 50-something years doing whatever he wanted to women. Yeah, okay, y'all keep believing that shit. And then you got black folk that actually believe it. Because they just sat back and heard these horror stories, or they may have had, and I'm going to tell you something, I get a rape victim to a certain degree, but thinking that all men are evil, because she's been traumatized. Now, if a woman been made inappropriate pass been made to her, and you jumping on the gun, you gotta stop. Some dudes may have flirted with you, or came at you and said something disrespectful. All men don't do that. I remember when I was a crew member, and this beautiful looking sister was working there, and she had a nice onion, and dudes just bumping into her, right? And I knew what they was doing, but I was raised not to. You don't invade a person's space, male or female. excuse me. So she was saying to me, she said, Harvey, why don't you out of the most, well, actually, out of all the guys, you never bumped into me. I said, come on. I said, it's kind of obvious what everybody's doing. And I told her straight up, I said, don't take this the wrong way. I said, you're noticeable. You have a beautiful shape. And that's as far as I went with it. And she was, and she liked that, and she came at me. But then to come to find out that she was a whore. Come to find out, she was whispering those same guys' ears that was bumping into her because she liked the attention. But see, she couldn't, with me, she wasn't sure, like, okay, is he looking at me? Is he not? When she realized I was, but I wasn't invading her space, that was a turn on, but at the same time, it was a turn off. See, even then, I knew better because my mother told me, she said, when women start coming at me whispering in your ear, because she said, little girls and young women, they'll tell you anything. She said, we get excited too. The difference is you can tell when a man is excited versus a female. Female, you got to look at different, all kinds of things. Some women go out there and they flirt, and they put themselves in situations where a man can get there just to see if he can get a rise out of them. And if she get that, she said, "I got the power." But then, if she get to the wrong dude and she can't control it, now I'm a victim. Right now, as I speak, there are some women in this country around the globe being raped or abused or mistreated or disrespected verbally, and I'd be disingenuous if I don't acknowledge that. But how many of those women have men in their lives saying, "Don't do this. Watch what you do. Something like this happen. Come tell." They don't say anything. And some of them, they realize, damn, I done went too far. I don't want to hear that. I told you so. Fuck that. If somebody put their hands on you or force you to do something you don't want sexually, you need to say something. But waiting 30 years, 40 years, 50, it wasn't even that serious, or it didn't happen. And I can't believe it. This dude could have very well did what he did to this woman. But when you wait 36 years, I'm like, it mustn't that important. Now they said you wait till you get to the Supreme Court. Now you want to do it? Come on. that smacks suspicious. Make me suspicious. Well, maybe she was afraid. As I said before, if it happened in 82, I give her maybe 2 or 3 weeks later. Maybe a month later. Hell, 2 months later. But a year go past, 5 years go past, 10, 20, 30. Now all of a sudden you saying something. Come on. Now everybody's saying that, but wait a minute, when I was saying that and others saying that, you guys are insensitive. No. We have a legit question. So you can go convict Bill Cosby and any other black man on hearsay. But then when the white man get accused of the same thing, y'all like, oh, we don't know, or we wasn't there, or boys will be boys, or she's lying, or she had to do this or do that. See, I'm about fairness. Now look, I don't want nobody to get the wrong idea saying that I don't believe any women, because let me tell you something. There are women that I've known who have been molested, and it shows. There are women that I know have been raped, and it shows. But usually those women say something to somebody at some point. Now, the molested thing, most little girls go tell their mamas, and it's up to the mamas to believe. Usually, if the daddy is in the life, the daddy gonna ask questions, but daddy gonna act. If daddy don't lay hands on the guy that's been accused or a woman that been accused, they're going to the police. There are women out here that don't believe that women are victims of crimes. Usually, women don't want to give women a hard time. I'm telling you right now, I've come across women who have been traumatized by rape and you can tell. Y'all heard me talk about that. I've known some people who are gay and lesbian. I've actually talked to gay people who say that person ain't gay. She ain't gay. She's gay because she had some bad experience with some men. You can tell she really don't want to be with women, but she's too afraid to be with men. And it shows, man. Let me break it down to you. If I knew that it was a dude that was putting his hands on a woman just because he could, I'm gonna hurt him. There's too many women out here for you, and if you can't get a female, you do know about masturbation, right? Is it the same thing? No, but you ain't out here. You ain't behind bars. Same thing go for ladies. Y'all try to manipulate men, and especially younger men, and then when you get caught, he took advantage of me. Women got more power than they think. Unless some dude hiding in an alley or breaking your home. I had a acquaintance of mine. I warned her, don't go on a date with this dude. I said certain websites you go to are not your eHarmony type websites. It's some sites that's strictly for fucking. I said, if you're gonna go out with this dude, go in separate vehicles. Go some places well lit where people can see you and see him. Where you know it's just some working security cameras. So if something happened, you got witnesses. She didn't do none of that shit. She let the dude come back to her home. I'm like, you gotta be stupid. Then they had said, instead of just saying you just want to screw this dude, you screwed him. Then all of a sudden, condom came off. How you know? You know when a condom come off? You ain't that fucking loose. Now you talking about, I think I'm pregnant. He did this. No, you did it to yourself. See, those type of females are sickening. Because they sit here and they think that they can use they can bat their eyes and somebody come running charging. A lot of dudes came running charging and got killed or got their ass kicked because of some of these females lied. And those of you who are white and think that because I'm black and Bill Cosby's black, or because of the history that black people have, think that I'm just saying this, y'all need to go back and listen to all them women talk. Go back listen to what they said with Don Lemon. Go back listen to what they said with Inside Edition and Dr. Phil or these other interviews, and take one or two of them and listen to their stories. Like, wait a minute, stories are fluctuating. First she said this had happened, then this had happened. I ain't gonna never get that redhead chick, the one that said 1974 she's living in a Playboy Mansion. And I'm like, okay, how does a teenage sneak in the Playboy Mansion with all that damn security? And you have to keep a record of everything. So better believe he had video. Better believe he had private security. Because considering the time in history where people were critical of Playboy, and then she said, then when I thought about it, I said, wait a minute, when did you have to leave Chicago? Then when did he get to the Playboy? Then you ask all the different questions. Then exactly how did she get up to Bill Cosby? What was she there for? What was going on? And so Bill, and then all these other people said, well, Bill Cosby. Then you had Dana Car. What was it? Not Dana Carvey. What's the old boy? The one his sister-in-law committed suicide, and that's common too because he talked shit about Cosby. David Spade, yeah, he was talking shit. Yeah, Bill Cosby. Remember hearing stuff for years about Bill Cosby. Remember he made Duchesne and Eddie Murphy, sister-in-law committed suicide. Nah, I'm not gonna go there. I ain't gonna do that. I was about to say, you least expect him paying a visit. You pat. No, I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna do that. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'll do that. Talk about that in another video. But all I'm saying is that a lot of y'all sat back here and crucified and deemed the man guilty in the court of public opinion. But now all of a sudden, a white woman is these white women are either accusing these white men, and these white men are pushing back, and y'all talking about, well, we need to use hearsay. But when it came to everybody else, y'all guilty, 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 guilty. And for those black men and black women who participated in giving cover to those people, y'all gonna get y'all's. I'm telling you, it ain't gonna be made happen today or tomorrow, but it's gonna come at you. If it don't come at you, then it's gonna come at you, one of your descendants. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. But I'm really am praying for Hannibal Burris and D.L. Hughley, Kenan Thompson, and Don Lemon to get it really bad though. Michael Shea as well. Because y'all led the charge. Michael Eric Dyson, y'all led the charge. It's sad. It is really sad to know that y'all changed. Y'all change standards or change the laws and stuff. All them laws have changed to go after Cosby. And let me say this again: Gloria Allred and Lisa Bloom are nigger killers. What I mean by nigger killers, they call us niggas. Don't think they ain't calling us niggas. We're gonna go after them black men. We're gonna go after them black beasts. We're gonna destroy them. Y'all go back and listen to what after I was saying about Bill Cosby. Go back and read all the articles that Judd had written and some blacks had to call them out. It bothers me to see how not even a year go past they didn't flip the script so fast and with certain judgments and stuff. It just one of these days we're gonna realize that we as black folk have participated in destroying our own. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. The next brother that come along, they're gonna help this community. He gonna remember. Remember when they did to Bill Cosby? He tried to help his people. What did they do to him? Remember Monique came along? What did they do to her? This is why some brothers out here saying, you know what? I want to help my people, but my people don't want to help themselves, and we're not loyal to each other. I mean, just think about that for a second. Think about that brother sitting at home right now that got an ideal want to help the community. But he said, you know what? I'm not going to waste my time. This is why sometimes I do these commentaries and I hesitate. I say, what's the point? We got a level of self-hate and self-doubt in our community that we don't want to address. One of these days, we're going to sit back and we're going to say, yo, man, we allowed them Negroes to participate in this witch hunt. Y'all gonna see him, and then you got blacks on TV trying to defend this white woman. Well, you know, she is a victim. Wait a minute. Let me say this again. 1982, 2018. That's a long ass time not to say anything. Much as I don't like Donald Trump's Supreme Court pick, hey, this is what we got. If they place them, they see them. Hey, this on us. Y'all didn't vote. Y'all voted against your own economic interests. Boy, I tell you, sometimes y'all do things just. But like I said, don't sit there. I don't hear people talk about, well, too many years have passed or this person. No, I don't want to hear all that. Y'all didn't give Bill Cosby that benefit of the doubt. Why should anybody else get it?